the shelves are empty. Not just your local store, every store. The supply chain didn't break, it's shattered. And now your kitchen is a ticking clock. That milk in your fridge, 3 days, maybe 4. The bread, already growing something that wasn't there yesterday. Your freezer, a temporary lie that ends the moment the power does. Most of what you call food is just organic matter on a countdown to rot. But here's the thing. Some foods don't play by those rules. Some foods look at time and laugh. They don't expire in a year or a decade or even a century. They outlast governments. They outlast you. And if you don't know what they are right now, you're already behind. Item 1, white rice, not brown rice. Brown rice is health food nonsense that goes rancid in 6 months because it still has the bran and germ attached. Those contain oils. Oils oxidize. Oxidation is just a polite word for decay. White rice had all that stripped away. What's left is pure starch. And starch doesn't rot if you keep it dry.
Store it in an airtight container, keep moisture out, and white rice will outlive your grandchildren. Archaeologists have found rice in tombs thousands of years old, still edible. Here's why. Bacteria need water to survive. No water, no bacteria. No bacteria, no spoilage. White rice in a sealed environment is a nutritional time capsule. It's not exciting, it's not Instagram worthy, but a 50-pound bag of white rice is 80,000 calories that won't betray you. That's 40 days of survival if you ration it right. The science is simple, the result is immortal. You want flavor? That's not the priority. You want to not starve when the world forgets how to deliver food? Buy white rice, store it properly, forget about it until you need it. It'll be waiting. Item 2, honey. Real honey, not the stuff cut with corn syrup in a plastic bear. Pure honey is functionally immortal. Archaeologists opened Egyptian tombs and found honey jars over 3,000 years old. They tested it.
Still perfectly edible. Here's the science that makes honey a middle finger to time. Honey is super saturated sugar. Water content sits around 17%. That's hostile territory for bacteria. They can't survive in it. They desiccate and collapse. But it gets better. Honey is acidic, pH levels between 3 and 4.5. That acidity creates hydrogen peroxide when honey contacts moisture. Hydrogen peroxide is a sterilizing agent. Honey doesn't just resist bacteria, it actively eliminates them. It's nature's embalming fluid. Now here's what matters for your stockpile. Buy raw, unfiltered honey and store it sealed. Temperature doesn't matter much. Honey crystallizes when cold, liquefies when warm. That's not spoilage, that's physics. You can eat crystallized honey or gently heat it back to liquid. Either way, it's still honey. It's still edible. It's still 64 calories per tablespoon. Energy that doesn't expire. Stock it, seal it, forget the expiration date. There isn't one.
Item 3, salt. Sodium chloride, the mineral that built empires. Salt doesn't expire because salt isn't alive. It never was. It's a rock you grind into powder. Rocks don't rot. The expiration dates on salt containers? Legal theater. Salt mined from ancient seabeds is millions of years old. You think another decade matters? Here's what salt does beyond flavor. It preserves other food. It regulates fluid balance in your body. You lose salt through sweat. Replace it or your cells stop functioning. That's biochemistry. Now, iodized versus pure. Iodized salt has iodine added to prevent thyroid issues. That iodine can degrade over years. Pure salt, sea salt, Himalayan salt, forever. Stock both if you're smart. Iodized for short term, pure for long term. Either way, salt is the easiest immortal on this list. Buy it in bulk, store it anywhere. It'll outlast your grandchildren in their problems.
Item 4, pure maple syrup. Not pancake syrup, not the corn syrup garbage with maple flavoring and a cartoon label. Real maple syrup. The stuff that comes from actual trees and costs actual money. Pure maple syrup is 67% sugar. That concentration creates an environment where bacteria suffocate. They can't pull enough water to survive. The syrup chokes them out. Store it sealed and cool, and pure maple syrup lasts indefinitely. Unopened bottles found decades old, still good. Here's the catch. Once opened, refrigerate it. Exposure to air introduces contaminants, but sealed? Immortal. Now here's why it matters. Maple syrup is calorie dense. 1 tablespoon is 52 calories. Fast energy your body converts immediately. In survival scenarios, calories are currency. Maple syrup is liquid currency that doesn't degrade. Check the label before you buy. Ingredients should list one thing: pure maple syrup. Anything else is pretender food with an expiration date. Real syrup doesn't expire. Real syrup waits.
Item 5. Dried beans and lentils. Protein that waits in bags for decades. Beans don't spoil if kept dry. They harden over time, but hard doesn't mean dead. It means longer cook times and more water. That's physics, not failure. Dried beans, stored properly in airtight containers away from moisture, last 30 years minimum. Some studies say indefinitely. Nutritional value drops slightly after a decade, but a 10-year-old bean still delivers protein, fiber, and calories. 1 pound of dried beans is roughly 1,500 calories and 100 grams of protein. Here's the science. Beans are seeds. Seeds are designed to survive until conditions allow germination. Low moisture content, hard protective shells, dense starches inside. Bacteria can't penetrate. Storage rules are simple. Keep them sealed, keep them dry, keep them cool if possible. When you need them, soak overnight, then cook until soft. They'll rehydrate. They'll feed you. Stock beans, stock survival. Now we move to the acids and extracts, the chemical survivors that don't just resist time, they weaponize chemistry against it.
Item 6. White vinegar. Distilled white vinegar, the acid that refuses to die. Vinegar is acidic acid diluted in water, typically 5% acidity. That acidity is hostile to microbial life. Bacteria collapse in it. White vinegar stored sealed lasts forever. Not decades, forever. The Vinegar Institute confirms vinegar shelf life is indefinite. Here's why it matters beyond preservation. Vinegar is both food and tool. You can cook with it. You can preserve other foods through pickling. You can clean and disinfect surfaces. You can neutralize alkaline contamination. Multifunctional survival chemistry in a bottle. Storage is simple. Keep it sealed. Keep it away from extreme heat if possible. But vinegar tolerates temperature swings better than most liquids. The acidity doesn't degrade, the function doesn't fade. Stock white vinegar in gallon jugs. It's cheap, it's immortal. It's one of the most versatile items you can hoard. When everything else fails, vinegar still works. Item 7. Pure vanilla extract. The alcohol-based kind, not imitation vanilla. Not vanilla flavoring. Pure vanilla extract with alcohol as the base. Here's the principle. Pure vanilla extract is vanilla beans steeped in alcohol, typically 35% alcohol by volume minimum. That alcohol content makes bacterial growth impossible. Bacteria need water. Alcohol dehydrates them, they die. Vanilla extract stored, sealed, lasts indefinitely. The flavor might mellow over years, but it remains safe and functional. The FDA doesn't require expiration dates on pure vanilla extract for this reason. It doesn't expire. Now here's the survival logic. Vanilla extract isn't just flavoring, it's proof that alcohol preserves. The same principle applies to any pure extract made with high-proof alcohol. Almond extract, peppermint extract, all immortal if the alcohol content is high enough. Stock pure vanilla extract. Store it sealed and cool. It's small, it's light, it's forever. And in a world where everything rots, forever matters. Here's the pattern. Every food on this list shares the same survival traits. Low moisture content, high concentrations of substances hostile to microbial life. Chemical or physical barriers that time can't breach. Sugar,
Salt, acid, alcohol. These aren't ingredients. They're weapons against decay. Your apocalypse pantry isn't about stocking hope. It's about stocking chemistry. It's about understanding that food preservation is physics and biology, not luck. Bacteria need water, neutral pH, and moderate temperatures to thrive. Deny them those conditions and they starve. That's not philosophy. That's science. The foods that never expire aren't magical. They're methodical. They create environments where life, even microscopic life, cannot survive. And that's the entire point. You survive because you understand what survives. White rice, honey, salt, maple syrup, beans, vinegar, vanilla extract. These aren't groceries. They're insurance policies written in chemistry. Stock them, seal them, store them. And when the supply chain becomes a memory, you'll have what matters. Time on your side.